welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Dead Cells, and we're going to continue right where we left off. And that is one cool thing about this game, is you do, or have the ability to continue where you left off. And I can take advantage of last run's gold, which was pretty significant. This is a strange place. It's going to be very pretty when it's done. It's your doing this, isn't it? Ah, yes, of course. You're working on it. Like all the rest, I guess. Alright, so this is the first show of our progression, and because I had experience with the game, I actually progressed quite well there in the first two playthroughs, so I'm going to be picking up the bow, as I like to do. And move on. Does this guy have anything to say? I know what you've done. Yes, I know of all your little secrets, and I'm noting it all down in my little book. That's my job. You've been killing things, I see. And this is one of the things that hasn't been completed yet, but we can now talk to that guy. And once we enter this door, or smash this door, we will be right back into the thick of things. Oh, okay, that guy sees me, apparently. Okay, we'll just take care of it with the bow. Oh, secret right in front of me. Alright. Now, since recording last, I did do another stream of the game, and I learned a couple more things. I'm trying to recall. We do have the Vine Rune and the Teleportation Rune, so we will be able to go to more secret areas. Up or down? Oh, we can get an item if we spend 1,000 gold. I want to wait until I get to the shop, and if the shop is the red area down there on the mini-map, I want to keep going this way. Okay, we could pick up a greed shield, but I don't like shields. I've already kind of determined that through my playthroughs, and that's just my playing style. Maybe you do like the parrying style of play, and if that's the case, you probably would be better off with a shield. I'll just stun him by smashing the door. Alright, so we've got that guy. This just goes... Oh, we might be able to attack that guy from a different angle. Alright. I like that I was able to duck there at the last second, just as I was getting the shot off. Pretty fluid. Sometimes this game can be, surprisingly so. Alright, so here's the shot. Let's see what we have. Alright, we've got a golden amulet. Damage from projectiles reduced by 75%. Projectiles are fairly rare. I mean, they do happen. The ramparts is a good example. I don't know if the mages, like magic blasts, if those count as projectiles. They could. Outside of that, then it's just the archers. And unless we're facing an elite archer, that's not really a factor, because they're really easy to dodge. We do have an electric whip level 2. Damage dealt ×2, damage received ×2. Okay, well that is very powerful, but also very dangerous. I am still going to take it, though, because that is a very valuable upgrade, in my opinion. Now, I can afford to buy this, so I might as well, right? It might be a waste of gold, but... Electric Whip is my favorite weapon here. I think we gotta take it. And that ×2 damage increase. Now, I'm not sure if that is the damage received is always on, or if it's only when you're attacking. There's one thing that I have seen that trait before. And before it was on a ranged attack, so I kind of had the assumption that it was only when you were using the attack, but now I'm not so sure. But as we can see, ×2 damage, pretty powerful. And the electric whip is already a powerful weapon. So this is going to be something that we hang on to. Even if I get a better... I do see a secret there. Even if I do get a better close combat attack, I'm going to be keeping the whip probably as a ranged attack. Oh, his shield's in the way. Let's just wait. Alright, we got a item here, but it's an ice grenade level 1. That's not particularly valuable. Let's come in behind. Oh, he... Okay, that seemed like a lot of damage, so I'm going to assume that that's always a factor, that ×2 damage. So I'm going to have to really avoid damage if at all possible. Okay, we get a blueprint. That's good. Force shield. Okay, I'm not a big fan of shield, so it's not really something I'm too excited about. I get a carrot, so I get most of my health back. Let's go ahead and take a level up here, and I am going to take the health upgrade. As we already have a weapon upgrade, I think that's the obvious one. I would start with that anyway most of the time. And I have to remember I have the ice grenade now. Definitely not going to pay for that. That would be the freeze spell. I don't know if I've showcased that in the YouTube playthroughs. It gets kind of confusing because I have played this quite a lot on my own, and I've also played it in streams. So, okay, so we've reached the exit that would get us to the Promenade of the Condemned, but I know that there are special exits. We have been to the sewers. Okay, so this actually may be worth the gold. Twin daggers. We could use that as our close-in attack for more damage, although I don't know if we're going to get more damage than the electric whip. And if it's not high enough level, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to just... we'll use our cells to buy an item. We know that we are very close to unlocking some weapons, probably. I don't know if they're weapons or what. All right. But I'm going to save my gold for now. All right, so that is the teleport thing we can use. And then we have... Oh, okay, so we have our 2 exits. So this is going to be exit number 1, which is going to get us to the sewers. But there's another way up here. Oh, okay, there's nothing over that way. And as I said, I think we've been to the sewers, if I recall correctly. But now we're going to have another potential exit if we go this way. And I have been this way in my stream, and I've seen what this other area is like. And, oh, a cursed treasure. So this is the first time I think I have encountered a cursed treasure. I'm not exactly sure. So cursed treasure, I think I'm going to take... Did we not encounter a normal chest? Let me take a look at the map. Yeah, we were everywhere there. All right, well, I'm going to open the chest, but... you know I'm hiding a lot inside. So what we do is we kind of take a pact here. You have outraged the gods. Take one little hit and you're dead. Eliminate 10 enemies to lift the curse. So we've got a curse, and you see the little counter above our head. Now, if I've already done this, if I've already done the curse in the YouTube Let's Play series, I apologize, but I can't really remember. But usually when you open the curse chest, you're going to get more things out of it. You're going to get an item and some amount of gold. And this item is actually an item I like. I do like throwing knives, although I may be replacing it soon. It does have an upgrade of ammo over its normal amount. So it's going to have a lot of shots. And this is the other level we can go to. The, I'm not exactly sure how this is pronounced, Ossuary. And if this plays out the same way it did in my first playthrough of this in the stream, then this level is a very sprawling, long level. But that might just be part of the procedural generation. Maybe I just happened upon one that was a more sprawling level. But of course, before we go anywhere, we do have a shop. That's a bonus. Plus 30% damage on bleeding target. We can provide the bleeding with a knife. And 100% damage on burning target. We can't do that with any of the items we have. This is a very expensive item, and flashbangs aren't necessarily terrible. But I think we unlock something with our cells and we use that item instead. Save our gold. Okay, so we have the force field or shield now available. And I'm liking the weapons I have, so I don't think I'll be unlocking any weapons. Except maybe a bow or moving myself in a particular direction to get one of these things. If I'm going to unlock anything, I'm going to unlock an item, an active skill. So, let's do that. Summons a swarm of small biting creatures to attack for you. And because I did that, it should now pop out. I think I'm going to go ahead and invest some cells towards getting the bow almost. We'll leave that at 1. Then I'll put the rest into random starter bow so that future runs will be a little bit easier. And there we go. So it is a leveled up biter swarm. Now it doesn't have a level indicator there, but I know by the fact that it has special effects. So plus 175% damage on burning target. Again, we have no way of setting that on anyone, giving anybody the burning effect. And then it also fires a volley of arrows. All right, so let's just see what that looks like. So there's the biters, and it also shoots out arrows in front of me. So that's a pretty powerful little ability. I know the biters are good because I've seen them work in previous playthroughs. And then on top of that, we get the arrows coming out there. So here we go. Now this level looks like hell. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Now, from my experience with it in the stream, pretty sprawling levels, pretty spaced out. And I know for a fact that that guy there is very dangerous. He can lay a combo on you that can be devastating. Okay, let's throw that out. Let them take care of him a little bit, and then freeze him. Okay, he does die pretty easily. But as you can see, the swarm of biters, pretty powerful. I know that because I've had items that create them when you kill an enemy. I'm not sure if we're... Oh, wow. Okay, well, that run went a little bit shorter. It's probably because of the double damage that we died so quickly there. I wasn't sure if I was in the range of that guy. What that enemy does is he puts out this field of damage around him, and I was hoping I was out of range of it, and I was just testing the waters there. Normally, that wouldn't do that much damage to me, but the last time I went through that area, I probably was more leveled up in my health, and because we had the double damage on ourselves, it did kill me in one hit. I mean, I was full health. I didn't take any damage, so I was really, really surprised to see that. I guess we're going to be doing another run here really quickly. Somewhat embarrassing end there, but oh well. It was a learning experience. And we did progress some things. We managed to get the biters. As a matter of fact, we get them right away, so... And now I don't want to pick up the carrot. We want that. Okay, so this is just a normal biter swarm. It's not going to do the arrows, but still... Oh, well, I'm not paying attention. The biters are very powerful, and the fact that there's 4 of them, that's going to be a good effect for us. Now we just need to not have more... Oh, well, you know, here comes the carrot's usefulness. No, just not need to have no dumb damage. Honestly, as much as... Oh, and I forgot that one secret area before. Personally, I think we should hold the secret area until we get more good items. Let's see how these biters... Yeah, I mean, they just took those guys out with relative ease. As a matter of fact, the big problem with the biters is they stay on whatever level you put them on. And apparently, as we generate them again, the old ones, they die off. Now, they'll die off after a period of time anyway. But that's the only real downside of them. As you generate them, they only stay on whatever level they were created. All right. Might as well go buy the strength upgrade, because that's always a useful thing to have. And I'm going to try and use these pretty liberally because they are so powerful. And that's the level 1 version, by the way. And they can take care of the shields nicely as well. Oh, okay, this is just a... There is a secret there, I did notice. There's another one over here, too. Okay. And I'm going to be under duress, possibly. Okay, no, I'm good. Okay, so they didn't quite take him out, but we can take him out. Oh. Now we take him out. Ah. I realized I was going to try and dodge him that way, and then the door was in the way. My bad. And the other thing is, do they follow me? They do follow me. So they don't go on their own course, which sometimes you may want them to do that. If they see an enemy, they'll go after them, but... they'll still stay relatively close to you unless they see someone. Okay, health upgrade for sure. But the good thing is that they can get around the shield. At least I think they can. Maybe not. Alright, we take care of the shield ourselves. Okay, we're coming up on a shop. So, another amulet. Actually, all amulets. So, we'll pick the best one. So, ice amulet, just like what we saw before. Golden amulet, when you get gold when you get a dead cell from an enemy. That's actually a pretty good one. Damage taken reduced by 10%. All the damage you take is also dealt to nearby enemies. I'm just going to take the reduction one, though, because as much as this is a good effect, I like this better. Keeps us more survivable. Ah, I am taking dumb damage. I'm actually curious what happens when a bad guy enters the shop. I've never actually seen that happen. Okay. So that is the Promenade of the Condemned. I'll go ahead and take the teleporter up to the other areas we have not explored. Alright, so this is going to be taking me to the way that I can go to the sewer. Yep. Oh, that's convenient, I guess. It's only level 1, so... open this sucker up. And we get ourselves twin daggers. Level 2, plus 50% damage on a poison target. We don't have any way of causing poison. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to swap it out for the bow. And then I'm going to swap my two weapons. So my X remains the close-in attack. And my Y is my further out attack. And it's not quite as good as the bow, obviously, for range. But I feel like the utility of the auto target is better. Let's go back over this way. Now, I feel like I could easily convince myself to buy a weapon this time. And also if we have any... okay, I can't afford anything in the shop this time. And we have 16 cells to invest. I may buy a bow here because, That is one of the things that is available. I mean, honestly, I might buy even 2 items here because the twin daggers, not really anything that special. So I'm going to buy the infantry bow. And I'm also going to buy the... I'll buy the blood sword because I know what it does. No, let's buy something we don't know what it does. We'll buy this sadist sword here. Okay, critical blow if the victim is bleeding. All right, we don't have any way of making a bleed effect happen. At least as far as I know, we don't. And then where to invest? I will put some into the heavy crossbow. Matter of fact, I think I'll put all of them into the heavy crossbow. That way we have an item maybe for a future run. Okay. So we have... this, which I'm going to switch out the twin daggers. This is a level 4 sword, so it's going to get a damage upgrade of 30%. It's also going to do 20% damage when inflicting a critical hit, which we can do if we have bleeding already on a target. And enemies hit explode upon death. Okay. Now all we need is a way to make them bleed, which we don't have. This is a level 4 item. It inflicts a critical blow when you strike at close range, so the closer we are, the better. It has 5 shots, which I think is typical for a bow. It has 50% damage on a poisoned target. We don't have any way of doing that, and plus 25% on a stun target. We have no way of doing that. So we do have some special adders onto these items, but unfortunately, we have no way to make that happen. And it looks like it just is a typical bow, so... Okay, let's continue on. And hopefully this time I can survive a little bit better. Okay. Now I don't have any auto-target weapons now. Okay, so this does work like the blood sword. I have played with the blood sword before, I just haven't unlocked it in this playthrough. Let us throw these suckers out. Okay. Ah! He almost did his little bit of a combo move on me. As a matter of fact, the biters, again, very powerful. They took care of the situation just fine. Okay. Okay. Just taking a look at the critical damage there. Pretty effective. And see how he just teleports into your face like that? And if he starts hitting you, he combos real fast. It's like lightning speed. So you want to deal with him cautiously. You don't want to really get... This guy again, huh? Well, he shouldn't be able to hit me, kill me in one hit this time. Let's just start smacking him. Okay. That time because we were a little bit closer. See, that time I got hit, but it didn't kill me immediately. I wonder if it does more damage the longer you're in it or the closer you are. But, I mean, I still got hit at the edge, I thought, the last time. So, I'm not exactly sure why I died in one hit in that other playthrough, but that's what happened. Okay, it looks like we only have one way to go. And I was really surprised by that anyway. Okay. Have the little scorpion guys. We've seen those in the sewer. So far, the skeleton and that thing that killed me, I don't even know how to describe it. Alright, so it has to be pretty close to get that critical effect. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Okay. To have these guys chomp. Got a blueprint. Okay. It is another shield, apparently. And I forgot, I do bonus damage on stunned opponents. So, stunning, and then immediately following it up with a bow strike at close range is a pretty powerful combo. Okay, this is yet another new enemy. Oh no, I forgot about the secret area on the other playthrough. I mean, secret areas can get you killed, so... Alright. So how this guy works is these little orange dudes will get popped out. by him. I mean, I don't know if I really showcase it, but you see the little fluid level. And it will pop out more of the guys to fight you. And that's pretty much how that works. Pretty dangerous opponent. Oh, wow. Okay. We managed to kill the one thing, but I took poison damage there. Alright. I probably should have addressed that more cautiously than I did. Okay. We have a way of teleporting here. I'll come back to that in a second. And as we can see, not nearly as effective at range, the bow. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and take this teleport zone, but... I was going to say, it is possible it would have put me right back into combat. So I'm going to see what this item is, but I have a feeling it's not going to be something we... Oh! That's one thing that's good about the biters is they stick around. So +1 strength, that's tempting. Frost-related slowdown lasts 4 times longer. I don't like it, though, because to have this, we'd have to get rid of our range attack. And this by itself doesn't really do damage. It makes us be able to do more damage with our close-in attack. But our bow is pretty effective. As a matter of fact, it's our highest damage dealer at the moment. So I think we keep a hold of that. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in the video here, and we'll pick things up in the next video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.